In this episode, I'm going to break down one of the most feared weapons in Muay Thai, the elbow. I'm going to show you how to KO and TKO your opponent using elbows. And 2, biomechanics, how to generate maximum speed and power in your elbows. 3, the most common elbow mistakes. And 4, specific exercises to rapidly improve your elbow technique, speed and power. Welcome to Heatrick Heavy Hitters, where Thai boxers use science to separate fact and myth and become complete fighters. Let's get right to it. The elbow is the most devastating weapon in Muay Thai because, unlike other weapons, elbows have the highest chance of ending a fight. They're usually aimed at the head, but an elbow that connects cleanly will almost always either KO your opponent or deliver a nasty cut that can result in a TKO. You can knock out your opponent by landing a clean elbow on their jaw or temple. This acts as an off switch, and with enough power, a clean strike to either of these targets will instantly and completely shut down your opponent's body, no matter how much willpower or stamina they may have left. To KO your opponent, aim at the jaw and look to snap the head back or violently twist it around. To achieve that, you'll need to be a fraction closer in range. To cut your opponent, aim at the eye sockets, brow bone, or other areas of the skull. Here, the skin is more delicate. When the tip of the elbow connects, the delicate skin tissue will rip open like a massive bloody paper cut. Whatever your target, be sure to deliver your strike with the bony tip of your elbow, the ulnar bone. Okay, now let's look at the biomechanics of an elbow strike and analyze how to transfer maximum speed and power to the tip of your elbow. There are 3 fundamental components of a fast, powerful and effective elbow strike. Number 1, explosive hip drive. Watch here as a rotational hip action explodes into the strike. The better this explosive hip drive from the floor, the more total body energy you can deliver to your elbow. Number 2, core stability. The core, the muscles of your torso, are responsible for transmitting the power from your hips to your shoulder. If your core is weak or poorly coordinated, then your power will leak and fail to arrive at your shoulder. You can see the result of good core strength and power transfer here. The momentum from hip rotation continues through the core and into the shoulder girdle, which also rotates explosively towards the target. The more you can think of an elbow strike as throwing your shoulder at the target, the more effective it will be. Number 3, a relaxed and mobile shoulder joint. Now the power has arrived at your shoulder, a highly relaxed and mobile shoulder joint delivers that energy into the elbow and into the target, your opponent's face. The focus here is on effortless power, because the work has already been done, generating momentum in the rest of the body. The final step requires finesse. The shoulder and arm should be relaxed and snappy, like a whip. Timing is crucial. If your shoulder is tight, lacking range of motion, the power will choke at this point, resulting in a much less effective elbow strike. But using good shoulder mobility and correctly folding the arm in a whipping action suddenly accelerates the elbow and increases the impact significantly. To recap, all of these things add together. To super fuel that elbow, you need 1, explosive rotational hip drive. 2, a strong coordinated core to transfer this energy to the shoulder. 3, a mobile shoulder with a completely relaxed arm and a well-timed folding at the elbow on impact. Now we'll talk about the 2 common mistakes when throwing elbows. Forget smashing away with major effort focused in your arm. That will lack meaningful heavy hitter power. Even if you have great shoulder mobility, a tense arm won't allow you to whip that total body energy into the strike. Relax your hand, wrist and shoulder and correctly time the folding of the elbow on impact. 2, hitting with the wrong part of the elbow. The ulnar bone is the point of contact for your elbow strike. It's a solid, prominent, unforgiving weapon that causes plenty of damage to your opponent. Here we see rising star Nathan Ward delivering damaging elbows courtesy of Max Muay Thai. And the reason for this spectacular damage is simple. Unlike your gloved punches, it's a totally non-padded weapon. However, unlike the ulnar bone itself, the muscles of the forearm are relatively padded, so to truly exploit the power of your elbow, hit only with the tip of the ulnar bone and fold your arm to expose it. It's also worth mentioning that along with those muscles running either side of the ulnar bone, there are several nerves, and if you hit them, you'll get that fizzy, funny bone feeling in the forearm and your fingers. You don't want that. Adjust your strike to hit with your bone and not with the muscles or the nerves. These are a few of the things that beginners and even experienced fighters commonly seem to miss. But get these key performance points right, and even when tired, like Nathan Ward is here, an elbow can be effective enough to at the very least distract respected attention, allowing for a high-scoring follow-up technique. I personally love to ripple attention at this range, upstairs with the elbows and downstairs to the midsection like this with knees. Possessing a dangerous elbow in your arsenal opens up many other opportunities. Finally, I'm going to show you 5 exercises that will rapidly and efficiently improve your elbow technique, speed and power. 1. The one-arm dumbbell or kettlebell push press. This exercise primarily builds explosive hip drive power, but it also does 2 more things. Firstly, it coordinates the core to transmit power to the shoulder. And secondly, done correctly, it teaches you to drive from the shoulder with a relaxed arm. Perform 5 reps on each side for 3 to 5 sets, taking at least 2 minutes between sets before you repeat again. Start at 3 sets and add a set each week to progress to 5 sets, and use a weight that allows you to complete all sets in perfect form. 2. Kneeling drop elbow. This exercise is my own invention and develops the core stability and coordinated timing to truly deliver a devastating elbow. Perform 5 reps per side for 3 to 5 sets, taking at least 2 minutes rest between sets before you repeat it again. Progress each week just as suggested for the push press. Now, to develop the shoulder mobility needed to crack in your elbow like a whip chain, I recommend the following set of exercises. 3. Pec minor tack and stretch. Perform 5 reps of 3 different movement shapes. That's handcuff and salute, flapping and pressing. And practice this on both sides. This exercise is best placed at the start of your session as part of your warm-up to release the muscles to free up better shoulder mobility for the rest of the session. 4. Wall slide. Perform 10 reps for 3 to 5 sets, and for practicality, place this exercise in the rest interval between the one-arm push press and the kneeling drop elbows. It condenses your training time and makes your session super productive. Number 5. Dowel bow with overhead reach. Perform 10 reps for 3 to 5 sets, and again for practicality, place this exercise after the kneeling drop elbows before repeating the full sequence of all the exercises again. So this super condensed routine looks like this. After preparing with the pec minor tack and stretch, work through the exercises in this order. 1. One-arm push press on both sides. 2. Wall slides. 3. Kneeling drop elbow on both sides. 4. The dowel bow with overhead reach. Rest as required and repeat for the desired number of sets. Remember to take enough rest between the explosive power exercise sets, the push press and the drop elbows, or you'll mess up the training effect you need to become powerful. The aim of this session is to make you more explosive and better coordinated, and for that you must move at the fastest speed, and that means without fatigue. If you find you're slowing up and losing pop on your movements, then take more rest. Save your power endurance training for your Muay Thai sessions. That's what they're there for. To recap, to cut or KO your opponent with maximum speed and power, do explosively rotate from the hip, transfer the energy through your core, keep your shoulders and arm relaxed, connect with the bony tip of your elbow, use the exercises provided to develop devastating elbows. Don't arm smash. Hit with the tender part of your elbow. Do the exercises incorrectly or with fatigue. To access the full exercise tutorial videos and the 4-week training plan, click the link below this video. Just follow this simple plan twice a week for the next 4 weeks to develop explosive speed and power in your Muay Thai elbows. And if you like this video, please hit the like button below, share with your friends, and be sure to subscribe. And I'd love to hear your feedback, so give me some comments below and let me know what you thought of these tips and if you're going to use them. Thank you, and I'll catch you next time.